Hey everyone, and welcome back to Bookish Reshuffle, the space where stories become worlds and romance meets adventure. I'm She, and today, we're diving into something irresistible: 25 highly recommended, highly rated, and mildly spicy romance plus fantasy books. If you love romantasy, this list is your treasure map. We're talking dragons, fire, forbidden love, epic quests, and just enough heat to keep things delicious. So grab your headphones, maybe your favorite drink, and let's get lost in these worlds together. What makes a book both highly rated and mildly spicy? For one, it's not just about romance. It's about storytelling that hits the heart and the imagination. The world feels alive, the magic feels real, and the romance? Slow burn, passionate, but never overdone. These books are reader favorites. Each one has found its way into countless TBR lists and late-night reading sessions. 1. Court of Blood and Bindings by Lisette Marshall. Set in a dangerous Fae kingdom full of political intrigue and forbidden power, this story follows a mortal woman caught between loyalty and desire. The slow-burn chemistry between her and the Fae Lord is tense, heartfelt, and dangerously addictive. It's the perfect pick for readers who love Fae fantasy romance with edge, elegance, and emotion. 2. From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Part prophecy, part forbidden love. This book redefined romantasy for a new generation. It blends suspense, destiny, and a spark-filled romance that grows amid danger and betrayal. If you love slow-burn fantasy romance with fierce heroines and magnetic heroes, this is a must-read. 3. Reckless plus Powerless plus Powerful plus Fearless series by Lauren Roberts, a 4-book collection where elemental powers meet rebellion and heart. The romance evolves naturally, from tension to trust, and every book deepens the emotional impact. It's one of those fantasy romance series that feels like a binge watch, but for your imagination. 4. Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent, a breathtaking blend of romance, destiny, and defiance. The heroine, a slave-turned-mage, fights for freedom in a world where love and loyalty test her at every step. It's a fan-favorite romantasy with rich prose, tender romance, and just enough heat to make you blush. 5. A Game of Hearts and Heists by Ruby Rowe, a thrilling, romantic fantasy that feels like Six of Crows meets Pride and Prejudice. The banter between the two leads crackles with tension while the heist storyline keeps you hooked. A must for readers who crave mildly spicy romance with adventure and charm. 6. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, the book that exploded across BookTok, and for good reason. Set in a war college for dragon riders, it's full of action, competition, and a romance that builds like fire. It's easily one of the most recommended fantasy romance books of the decade. 7. Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros, the sequel that somehow raises the stakes even higher. More dragons, more danger, and a relationship tested by secrets and war. It's emotional, bold, and one of the best fantasy romance sequels ever written. 8. A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, a darkly beautiful retelling full of fire, forbidden love, and redemption. The tension between Fair and Tamlin feels cinematic, and the world itself is lush and dangerous. This is the book that made millions fall in love with romantasy. 9. A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, arguably one of the best sequels ever. This book transforms its heroine, redefines her relationships, and delivers emotional depth with spicy undertones. A masterclass in character growth and slow-burn romance. 10. A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas, high-stakes battles and emotionally charged love. Fair's strength and loyalty take center stage in a final that's both romantic and epic. It's the perfect mix of fantasy warfare and intimate storytelling. 11. A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. Nesta's fiery personality and Cassian's steady strength make this one unforgettable. It's raw, emotional, and deeply empowering, with the spiciest romance in the Akota world. A top pick for mature romantasy readers. 12. Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, a series that starts with an assassin and ends with a queen. Over 8 books, You watch Selena Sardothian evolve through pain, love, and destiny. If you want epic scope, magic, and slow burn romance, this is your series. 13. Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. A stunning mix of urban fantasy, angels, and heartbreak. Bryce and Hunt's chemistry is electric. But what really shines is the emotional storytelling. It's one of the most acclaimed romantasy novels of the modern era. 14. Kingdom of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer L. Armentrout. The second in the Blood and Ash series expands both the world and the heart. The romance grows deeper, the plot thickens, and the tension never lets up. A best-selling fantasy romance that delivers both heat and heart. 15. The Crown of Gilded Bones by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This one pushes Poppy and Hawkeye to their limits. Political intrigue, divine revelations, and relationship evolution make it unforgettable. It's long, layered, and incredibly satisfying for fans of sprawling romantasy sagas. 16. A Soul of Ash and Blood by Jennifer L. Armentrout, a companion novel told from a new perspective. It adds emotional depth and gives longtime fans exactly what they've been craving. A must for readers who love expanded universe romantasy storytelling. 17. The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. A deadly competition, a powerful heroine, and a vampire prince you won't forget. The romance is dangerous, the world darkly beautiful. It's a top-tier romantasy full of bite and slow burn intensity. 18. The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent. The follow-up that perfects everything fans loved about the first. It's heartbreak, redemption, and love in a world where power means sacrifice. Expect emotional devastation in the best possible way. 19. The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle L. Jensen. Enemies to lovers meets political fantasy done right. A marriage built on lies turns into a relationship built on understanding and attraction. It's an easy recommendation for romantasy newcomers. 20. The Traitor Queen by Danielle L. Jensen. The sequel deepens trust and betrayal in equal measure. It's fast-paced, passionate, and full of strategic brilliance. A highly rated romantasy with a satisfying emotional. 21. Rhapsodic by Laura Thalassa. Dark Fi, bargains, and irresistible chemistry. Calypso and the Bargainer have one of the most dynamic relationships in fantasy romance. If you love clever banter and dangerous attraction, this one's for you. 22. A Fate of Wrath and Flame by K. Tucker. A fantasy romance filled with mystery, court politics, and reluctant attraction. The heroine is thrown into a new world, and her chemistry with the brooding prince feels electric. It's highly rated for its tension, world-building, and mild spice. 23. A Touch of Darkness by Scarlet Street. Claire, a modern retelling of Hades and Persephone, dripping with passion and mythological flair. It's seductive, emotional, and beautifully balanced. A perfect choice for readers new to spicy romantasy. 24. A Touch of Ruin by Scarlet Street. Claire, the sequel dives deeper into the emotional turmoil of love and immortality. Persephone's growth and vulnerability make this story resonate deeply. A gorgeous continuation for anyone who loves myth-based fantasy romance. 25. Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerry Maniscalco. A dark, intoxicating blend of witchcraft, revenge, and scorching chemistry. Kingdom of the Wicked follows a heroine who will do anything to avenge her twin, even bargain with demons. The world building is lush and dangerous, and the romance simmers between enemies, making each reveal feel volatile and inevitable. If you love mythic romantasy, morally complex heroes, and spice that grows with tension, this book is a top pick for your TBR. It's highly rated among fans of steamy fantasy romance and makes a powerful closing note for any romantasy recommendations list. Why these books stand out? Each of these stories balances fantasy and romance perfectly. They're richly built, emotionally satisfying, and carry that extra spark that keeps you thinking about them long after the last page. They're the best fantasy romance recommendations for readers who want heat with heart, magic with meaning, and love stories that feel alive. Tips for the listener. Choose your mood. Dragons, Fi, gods, or mortals. Don't rush, savor the slow burns. Switch between heavy fantasy and light romantasy to keep your TBR balanced. And don't forget the audiobooks. Some of these have incredible narration that brings the characters to life. And that's our journey through 25 highly recommended, highly rated, and mildly spicy romance plus fantasy books. If you discovered something new today, tap like, hit subscribe, and share this episode with a fellow romantasy addict. I'd love to know your favorites, so drop them in the comments below. Until next time, keep your heart open, your imagination wild. And remember, the best stories always leave a little magic behind.